So guys, if you sat both exams, type in the comments. I want to know how many of you feel comfortable with the new one. How many of you feel comfortable with the new exams? Because that is amazing. How was your exam, guys? Paper 2. We won't do paper 2 today. It's paper 3. The reason being is paper 2 was today. So today's paper 3. And I'm starting with the Edexcel today. And then tomorrow I'll bring the AQA, the common questions between higher and foundation. Okay, so remember that I always tell you where they are. This time I did something extra for you guys to make sure, oh, it was not bad, great. I heard that and I saw the paper as well. And it seemed to be straightforward. Most of the things we covered, wow, that's fantastic. If you went through the questions already at school, usually we always do that. I'm not in school or college at the moment. So I am sure that some of you had the opportunity to check how many marks you are off. And if you did, and you feel more confident, you have one more to go. Yeah, fantastic, guys. So I'm doing this session for a while now, you already know, but if you don't have the paper we're doing today, please go on to our link in the bio, the download, you type your email and you come to this page. Today, we are doing the paper for AQA, higher paper 3H, and it has at least 7 questions that are also on foundation. Those are the first questions on higher. So make sure we go through it step by step and you know exactly what to do in the exam. We're coming to 6:30 and then we can start. Today I've done a bit different because my laptop dies for some reason. So we're going to take... Okay, I can see. Okay, resume live. Something wrong with the connection. We're trying to see what's going on. 3A for foundation, download the 3F. So there are questions that are similar, and those are the ones we're doing today. Remember, all the time you guys ask me, Ellie, which one are we doing? Are we doing higher or foundation? And we're going to see both here. And this time I highlighted. Let me know if you like this format, and I'll do more work in the background to support you. Okay? So this is the Edexcel, but remember, math is transferable. Don't just leave the session just because it says Edexcel, okay? Math is transferable skills. Okay. I will record today's paper, and then I'll add it to our YouTube so you can have access to see how many marks you are away. Most of you already know kind of how you answered, so this will be much easier to deal with. Okay, so guys, I use this format today because I want you to go through the questions and use the calculator. So this is paper 3 from the advanced information given by Pearson Edexcel. So we're going through this step by step. And remember, whether it's AQA or OCR, the format is a bit different. Okay, the format is a bit different, but we can certainly use the information from this paper to the AQA. Tomorrow, I'll do the AQA paper as well. So anyone doing Edexcel or AQA, watch all our live sessions and you'll have a bit of information for both, okay? Great. So skills here. What skills are they testing here? So on this one, they are testing calculator skills. And how do we get to that information? First thing, guys, you have the calculator. Make sure you use the calculator for that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this on the side. And I would ask you all to turn the laptops onto the side, or if you have, well, not the laptops, the phones onto the side, because I want you to have a better overview if it's too small. If it's okay like that, I'm happy. Okay? Fantastic. Okay, guys, let's start. Oh, it seems to be okay. Yeah, we're all happy with that. So let's start with the first question. The first thing I would do, I'll look at this question and I'll copy exactly what is there. Exactly. And some people say, oh, but they want the working out. Absolutely. what you have to do is type all the numbers that you can see on the blank space. That's what I would have done. So I would start with fraction, press the square root straight away. If you don't do that, you're missing the marks. Remember, you need the tricks to do that. So 8.7, and this is on foundation, question 21. If you're going to ask, look at the blue balloons. Let me know if that's helpful, okay? And then you type squared. That's what we're doing every time, plus 12.4. And then the next one is 9.5. Using the cursor, you can come down, minus 1.2. And again, this one is cubed. The glare doesn't help much. So if you want to use cube, you have cube there straight away. So what I would do, I would press cube straight away, and I would have the answer there. So this is, guys, read the balloons, please. It'll tell you whether it comes on both exams, okay? Fantastic. So this is a good 30% of the marks here for both higher and foundation, guys. Share with your friends. Make sure you get the most out of it. Everyone asking if it's higher or foundation, the answer is there, okay? I hope that is helpful. Great. This is for Edexcel, but remember, maths is a transferable skill, okay, for both. So now that we have the answer, let's have a look. What would be the answer for this? I would write everything that is on the calculator, as you can see there, and then make sure you write all the numbers as requested on the dotted line. If it is too much to write it, make it as small as possible. You've seen my handwriting here. Sometimes it's excessively large, so try and get the space and write as small as possible so the examiner can see it. Fantastic. Tap on the screen if you're happy with it. Yeah, paper 3 from the advanced information, but we'll have a second one tomorrow for foundation only, but it has some of these questions, as you can see. And also on Thursday, we'll go through the most likely questions that'll come on paper 3. So attend every live sessions, guys. Don't miss out. Last paper on Monday. Yep, paper 3, yes. Okay, so now we have the next question. Write your answer to part A. Sorry about that. And let's go again. Write your answer to part A correct to 3 significant figures, guys. So this is where you had the initial answer. You select 3 significant figures, and the deciding number is the number after those 3 significant figures. And this is where you look at the question and you have to identify if it's 5 or greater than 5, then you round up, okay? Fantastic. Let me know if you like this format, if you've been with me before, because I'm trying to make it easy and my laptop won't warm up as much. Okay, fantastic. Great. Okay, so we've done that first part and we're rounding to 3 significant figures. 1 marker. Next one, guys. We have here 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. But 1 meter squared is equal to 100 centimeters squared. So you need to remember to do that. You grab the calculator and you type exactly the same thing as we've done before. I'm not here to trick anybody. I want you guys to make the most out of it. And type 100 squared so you get the final answer. So your final answer should be 120,000, and you write that on your dotted line. If you found that easier, tap on the screen so I know you are getting this type of questions. It's both foundation and higher, guys. If you printed out the papers as I requested, they should be coming soon. Okay? Fantastic. Oh, thank you, guys. I see some of you said you didn't see simultaneous equations. Great. I will see it today. I will be able to let you know. Great. Fantastic. I just had a glimpse of it. I didn't see it all because I'm not teaching in colleges anymore. Great. So next question, guys. Next question. I'll give you a bit of time. So have a look at the following. Have a look at the following. Okay. So see how many of you would be able to answer this question. This one is the higher paper, and the bubbles tell you exactly where on the foundation you would see it. Question 23 on the advanced Mach 7 set. Great. So guys, what type of question is this? Every time I see this, there's one word that comes to my head. Lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. And that should help me to identify how many boxes of pens do I need. Okay, see how many people have answers for this? No, we only have a few minutes on this one. So we have common questions between higher and foundation paper on Edexcel. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit of AQA, same. I'll grab similar questions for both papers. And we go through it. So at least you gain at least 30% of the marks. Okay? Anybody that needs extra sessions, check the link in the bio. And you can schedule a one-to-one in our groups. Okay. Great, guys. So on this one, the first thing, I showed this on the calculator tricks. So remember that you have a possibility to find the lowest common multiple by simplifying the fraction. This is what I've done here. So when you simplify, you type. I don't want anybody to think from the top of the head, what are the common factors between them? Okay, so you do that, and the calculator does it for you. So the simplified version is 10 over 3. Okay, tap on the screen. Fantastic. The lowest common multiple is 120. Absolutely, Risham. Absolutely. Great. So now we need to find how we multiply to find the number of boxes. So the factor to give you 120 is the value of boxes. So that means we need to multiply by the denominator, 40 times by the denominator of the simplified version, or 12 times the numerator of the simplified version. And remember, this is what I told you to do when we've done the calculator practice. If you don't have this, please go on to the link in the bio. I explain step by step how to do it. You can pick one or the other. So 3 is the number of boxes we need to make 120 pens, and 10 packs is what we need to make pencils, 120 pencils. Okay, so guys, did that make sense? Did that last part make sense? Say yes. I want to see how many of you got this. Okay. Guys, what's in the past we don't need just yet, but I'll definitely do it and I'll post it on our YouTube tonight. Is that okay, guys? All the answers for paper 2. I haven't got the copy yet. I'm waiting for it to be on our website. As soon as I receive it, I will do it tonight. But most important is the paper you're doing on Monday. And then you can check how many marks you are away from paper 2. Okay, one more to go. Guys, type in the comments if you understood this first part. Okay?
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. I'm listening to you guys. I'm always listening to you. So if you know the first stages, you can see how easy it is. That first part, okay? Great. Now this is paper 3, guys. We're going through paper 3. This is one of the mock exams, and maybe some of the questions here are not coming on the exam. The part of cheating is instead of you writing all the numbers here, like most people would do all the multiples, you're using the calculator to simplify and multiply across. I don't know how many of you use that method. That is a way of cheating it. Okay? And use the calculator all the time. Good questions there. Okay, next question. Are we ready for next question? So Let's see. So the next question, we are trying to get the area which is rearranging the formula. So we are rearranging the formula here. So to do that, we know it's going to be area multiplied by pressure. In this case, we had force and we had pressure, so we divide by the pressure. Okay? So we have the value for force is 29,400 divided by 2,000. And once you've done that, again, guys, don't try and simplify the fraction here. Do the same. 29,400 divided by 2,000. I don't want to see anybody doing lots of calculations around the paper. Simplify it as quick as you can. Okay, fantastic. Tap on the screen if that was easy. Tap on the screen. No, we're not doing the paper from this morning, guys. We need to advance now. We have paper 3. I like that you guys interacting with me here. We want paper 3 because you're going to do the next one on Monday. The one sitting the exam, I'm sitting the exam on Monday. You need to have all this information. So I try and simplify because yesterday our laptop warmed up too quickly because my hand was on top of it. So we have all the recordings. Okay, like this. Okay. So guys, fantastic. Thank you so much for the likes. Let's carry on. So most people ask me about the turning points. I've done a bit of highlighting before we start. So if you have paper 3 from foundation and higher, you can see question 5 on the higher is question 25 on the foundation, on the Edexcel paper. So that means you can use the information, at least 30% of what comes on higher comes on foundation. And those are the questions that come on it. Okay? So here we need to find where is the turning point. The turning point is where you have the line of symmetry, guys. The line of symmetry of that quadratic graph is where you find the turning point. So that point over there, marked with an X, is your turning point. So can you guys type in the comments, what is the turning point if you can visually see it? What is the turning point as a coordinate? Type in the comments if you can see it. So write down the coordinates of the turning point on the graph. So remember, the turning point is where... Fantastic, thank you. Rushing 952, fantastic. Yeah, happy. 89, fantastic. Edexcel 2 and 5, perfect. That's it. So we know that will be the answer for the next one. Perfect. Now we have the next question, guys. And I left the red marker. You don't have this in exam. I left the red marker. So using the graph, find the estimates for the solution of the equation 1 plus 4x minus x squared equals 2.5. A lot of people leave this question behind. I marked quite a lot of papers 2-3 years ago, and this is one of the questions most people left behind. I want you guys to tell me, where do you see those points on the line? So in this case, y, and I should have wrote that. So y, here says y is equal to 2.5. That's what this line is. Okay, so what are the values you can see on the side? So you should have 2 sets of coordinates, guys. Can you write in the comments what are those points? So y is equal to 2.5. So what would be the coordinates? So 2 values for x in this case that you need to have. So 2 coordinates with those. What would be the value? Let's see how many of you can see. So on this line, where it meets the quadratic, graph, you should have 2 points. Fantastic. Yes, Appy's on it. Yes. Perfect. Where did I get it from here? They gave you that information. Remember the equation of a quadratic says y equals, let me write that down. Good question. So most of you have as well. I can see the answers there. So that would be the coordinates. So for that, it would be y equals ax squared. You've probably seen this somewhere. This is the quadratic formula. Equation. X plus c. So we know that c is 1. We know the x squared. We have the x squared there, which is minus x squared. And we have the 4x plus 4x. And the last one is y is equal to 2.5. So that's where I know where the y comes from. This is paper 3 from the mock exams that is supporting students for the summer exams. But obviously there'll be questions here that you might have seen today. And we're going to screen out which ones are those. Okay? Good questions, because obviously you don't know. This is paper 3, and we're going over the paper 3 that Edexcel gave us to go through it. Okay? Tomorrow we'll do a AQA as well. Okay? But very helpful for both. Okay, guys. If you find that easy, tap on the screen so I know exactly what we're doing. So let's see if I can get this. Because I tried to record this in advance to support you guys. Because I don't want the laptop to warm up too much. Let me know if it is okay. So the next question, I would start by labeling which one you're doing. So we have Save More and we have iBrook. So let's read this question. So here is the information about 2 saving accounts. Save More compound interest is giving per year 1.25% each year. iBrook has compound interest of 2.1% for the first year and 0.95% for the first year. And then second year, we have 0.95% for each year. So that means the second one we can use for the compound interest, and the first one is almost like simple interest. Okay? So then the next one is Abby is going to invest £5,000 in one of these saving accounts for 3 years. She wants to buy as much money as possible. She wants to have as much money as possible in the account at the end of 3 years. Which saving account should Abby choose? You must show all you're working out. You know this is a 4 marker. You don't want to miss any marks on this, guys. Okay? So we need to get as many as we can. So we have 30% of the exam for higher end foundation on Edexcel, as many marks as you possibly can. Similar questions are on AQA. The only difference is the format they'll be in. Okay? So let's have a look. The first thing I would have done, I would have labeled both sides so I have space to work out how much interest each of those have. Then I would make sure I know how long, so it's over 3 years. So Save More over 3 years as well as iBrook, but iBrook has 2 different amounts. What I'm trying to find out here is the multiplier. Guys, tell me yes, you know what is a multiplier. Tell me no if you don't know what is a multiplier. Comment in the comment section. Do you know what is a multiplier? Because that's what, yeah, fantastic. Thank you. Have some responses. So we find in the multiplier before we calculate this. This is higher end foundation, guys. Means you adding 100% plus 1.25% to find out what is the multiplier. So at the end of 1 year, she would have 101.25%. So we need to convert that as a multiplier as a decimal. So it's easier to calculate. You can also use the percentage. And this is what you would get for the first year. So if you have your calculators, let's try that. So for the first year, we're talking about save more. We are going to do exactly that. We're going to type on the calculator. And I keep saying the tricks here is identifying how you can get that easy. Is by typing the 5,000 times by 1.0125. The reason that we do that is we're getting the whole amount of 5,000 is the one value, is 100%, plus the percentage increase, in this case compound, because we're going to put the number of years, okay? So you press cubed. So once you've done that, you can find the answer for the 3 years. So at the end of 3 years, you would have £5,189 and 85 pence to the nearest pence, okay? So you can write all of that, but make sure you round to the nearest. So that will be the final answer for that, okay? I always write down as many as I can, but then I round it to the nearest, as you know. Being money. Fantastic. The cube is the number of years. They told us is the number of years. So the cube, let me see if I can write, okay, so without giving too much away. Number of years. Good one. Okay. Good questions, because if you don't know, you can make silly mistakes. Well done. Good. So that was the number of years there. Great. That's where I got the cubed. Next one, Highbrook. So Highbrook, the first year, the percentage is 100% plus 2.1%. So we need to find the multiplier again. And remember, on the calculator, you can do this by making sure that you have the decimal, so you can divide by 100. If you don't know how to do it, divide by 100. Fantastic. I can see lots of people using the calculator and writing the values. So for the first year, you have the £5,000 and times by the multiplier, and it's just 1 year. Fantastic. 3 years, so it's yes. If it's 5 years, it's to the power of 5. If it's 10 years, it's to the power of 10. Okay? For higher as well, you might have reverse percentages, okay? Reverse compound interest. So you need to be doing the formula for it. Yeah, the actual notation, and reverse it. Fantastic. That's great. So now that we've done that, we're going to do first year. We have that. 5,105. And remember, at the end of the first year, you have that amount. A lot of people miss out on this. So that means instead of £5,000, you need to have 5,105. Okay? So next part. Year 2, you need to be doing the same. You need to be doing the same. So you have year 2 and year 3 is the same value, 0.95%. 0.95%. So you add 100 plus 0.95% is equal to 100.95%. And then you multiply that as your multiplier to find the answer. Again, grab your calculators. And you would have 5,105, and you multiply by 1.0095. Remember, if you have not put the 2 zeros there, it would be 9%, and it's not the case. It's 0.95%. Okay, guys? Okay, how many years? Is 2 years left, so year 2 and year 3. So I'm going to use the power. So some of you ask, what is the cubed? In this case, we have 2 years left from the 3 years, and is squared. Tap on the screen if that makes sense. Guys, if you want to ask that question, we have it here. So higher is question 6, but on foundation, this question is there as well. Okay? So this question, oh, fantastic. Lots of people using it. This question is there as well, guys. Okay? Great. We're just going over the questions that are on both papers. Great stuff. Yes, absolutely. That's the correct answer, Walida. Perfect. So which one should Abby choose? Which one should Abby choose? So type in the comments looking at the values. Okay. Save More will give you 5,189 and 85 pence. Or would you choose Highbrook, which is 5,202 and 46? Jamarat, yeah, GCSE memories. You probably forgot half of it, haven't you? Fantastic, guys. Love it. Everyone is using the calculator. I can see it because you rounded as well. You have the denomination there of pounds. Now, the final answer, a lot of people, yes. So you need to write this. Which one should he choose or Abby should choose? Which savings account should Abby choose? So you need to be specific. So you write down, Abby should choose Highbrook, and that's it for that answer, okay? The next one, I do it for you straight away here. We have, before Abby decides which savings account to choose, the rate of interest for Save More accounts is changed to 1.15 each year, which is much less than it was there. Does this affect which savings account Abby should choose? And straight away, I know you must give a reason. So don't just write no, make sure you give a reason. In this case, I chose to say Save More already provides less in interest. And if he's giving you even less, it's no interest at all for Abby to change. Okay? So that's what you should be doing. Guys, easy? Yes, paper 3, information from paper 3, but this might be a bit outdated based on today's exam. Yeah. The exam is on Monday, guys. So based on this exam, screenshot, if you think you didn't see this question in the exam today, it most likely comes on the third paper as well. Okay? So make sure you have a look at this question. Screenshot or check our videos later on. Okay, let me see if we have another more. Oh, we do have. I said 7 questions, didn't I? 7 questions that will be part of Higher and Foundation. Higher and Foundation. Okay. Giving a bit away. I don't want to give too much away. Probably can see already part of the answer. Okay. This question is easier than it looks. Okay. And we can see 2 things are equal. So for people that think that simultaneous equation didn't come in, this one came in and it helps as well knowing simultaneous equation. We know that that side is equal to that side. Okay, where they both meet. So that means we need to find the value of x. Okay, so what we're saying is that if those sides are the same and this is symmetrical, work out the value of x and the value of y. The only one I can see I can start working out is the 2 ones because I have equal sides. Okay, and you need to know angles information. So if I have 5x minus 24 is equal to 2x plus 33, I can rearrange that. So I'll give you a bit of time to start doing the calculations. And the first part is writing down the equation. So we know that this side is equal to this side. So that helps us calculate. So let's see how many of you can rearrange this before we go to the next stage. So what would be the answer for x? We have it there, but we're trying to find out. That's what we're trying to find out. Let's try and hide it a little bit if we can. Great. This one is the Edexcel, guys. Tomorrow we'll bring the AQA, but you always learn from both. The skills are the same, okay? I can't express how much the skills are the same. It's maths, guys. Great. It's just how you set up, which I'll show you how we set up tomorrow. Great. Wow, fantastic. I can see people working out. So we have, first thing, we rearrange. So 3x is correct. Perfect. So 3x is definitely correct. Now the other one, we're rearranging onto the other side. So we need to have the answer of 24, 33 plus 24 on the other side, and it gives you 57. So these are the small steps we need to go through, okay? So that is the first part. So x is equal to 19, and I'll write straight away 19, okay? As you can see there. Great. That's first part. Second part, you need to substitute the value of x onto the equation. We need to know how many degrees we have here. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you for correcting that. That's good. Remember, in the exam, by doing that, even if you had faulted there, you would get 2 marks because you were working out. So people think, oh, I'll lose all the marks here. Make sure you show you're working out, so you would get 2 marks, even if you had a silly mistake there. Okay? Great stuff. So then you substitute the values. Once you substitute the values, you need to make sure you know how many degrees those two added together would give you. And we know that both of these sides is 90 degrees, so it's 180 on this line. We have two 90-degree angles. So that means the other side added together should be 180. So you can do the third part. So the third part would be 180 minus the 71. Tap on the screens if you find that easy, guys. Tap on the screen. Yeah. Great. This is the last question anyways, so we're overrunning a bit. If you need more support for your exams, please, guys, join us. Fantastic. So 109. Perfect. Yummy. 19. So the next one, we're going to substitute the values again. So if we know that we have 19 plus 3y should be equal to 109 degrees. Perfect, guys. Well done. So if it's exactly the same, what do we do next? What do we do next, guys? That's it. Thank you, guys. Great stuff. So remember, it's 10. We're doing that. 10. Oh. Let's finalize this. 109 minus 19. And then we divide both by 3. So 90 divided by 3. And we get y is equal to 30 degrees. Yes, guys, fantastic. I can see all of you are on the ball with this. Perfect. That's it. Now we have both values for x and y. So write in the screen if you found these 7 questions easy. As you can see, it comes on the Edexcel Higher and Foundation. Question 7 on the Higher is question 27 on Foundation, and you'll see similarities on the real exam as well. Okay? So write in the comments, 1 to 10, how did you find this part of the session? 1 to 10, how did you find this part of the session? And if you like this form, if you've been with me before, this is helpful. 1 to 10, how did you find this part of the session? So you would be earning all the marks. Great stuff. 5 mark of that one. For 4 steps. Five out of 10. Okay, what's the reason? Because it's always good to learn. If you don't like this format, I can write again, but you know how my laptop warms up and then everything goes pear-shaped. So what would you do different, Yummy? What would you like to see different during these sessions? Because I'm always willing to change up a bit. Yeah, this is Higher. We've done Higher, but also this question appears on Foundation on question 27. The graph question. Okay, that's a really good one. You would prefer me to start from scratch on the graph question next time? Do you think that would be better? Yeah, that question can be a bit tricky if you haven't done many, because you'll probably teach this once and you never see it again. Now, this one is the Edexcel, but remember, you always learn from it. Okay? Fantastic. Guys, definitely tomorrow, join us. We're going to go over the AQA sample, and I'm sure, Yami, we might find that question again. And I like the fact that you said that, because the question with the graph, for some of you that weren't here, turning point, you don't see it often in an exam. Okay? Yeah, surely most of them will have more graphs. We have to plot one as well. I will show you briefly what we've got for plotting. So this question, cumulative frequency, is a graph one as well. You need to be able to plot for higher, okay? You don't have this question on foundation. Not that I saw on this sample they gave us, okay? And then you'll be able to see the graph and be able to read the graph as well. This is paper 3. I will get paper 2, I think, in the next hour at 8 o'clock. And I'll be writing up the answers and post it on YouTube, and I'll let you know on TikTok when it's up and running. It might take a bit longer today, because usually at this time we do receive the paper straight away. But because of leaking last exam, they are not posting as soon as I expected. Okay? I've seen a lot of people already posting, but they work in colleges and schools, and they get access to this. Okay? Yeah, tomorrow we should have, I'll check the AQA. If it's not on the AQA, we'll do on Friday a catch-up of graphs. So it's good that people are highlighting they have difficulties with graphs. So we'll be able to go over this type of questions as well. Okay, if you need to download, guys, download paper 3 from AQA for tomorrow. Practice, it doesn't matter if you're doing Edexcel or AQA, it's always good practice. You learn so much from practicing, okay? And then we'll have one more paper on maths. Any questions, anything that you need extra, go onto our website by pressing on the link. Download what you need for tomorrow. 6:30, we always start at 6:30. I'm trying a different format to make it easier for others, but I don't think this was as effective as last time because I was writing, but this warms up quite a bit. Today it didn't warm up at all. So I'm really pleased it didn't warm up and it didn't block us from continuing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, guys? Make sure you have a look. So these questions we went through today, up to question 7 on the higher, is also on foundation. So if you print it out at Edexcel paper 3H that we have on our website, you should have this. This is on the tab, not the additional, that's on maths, resources that they do for Edexcel, is the one that says Edexcel, higher and foundation, and go on to paper 3H. And if you have foundation, is on question 27. If you're on higher, is question 7. So we've done all these questions. It's 30% of the marks on these 7 questions, guys. That's amazing. You need another 30% and you have a high pass for higher paper. Okay, so share with your friends tomorrow 6:30. Make sure we meet at the same time. I usually arrive a couple of minutes before if you have any questions, and I'll be able to post paper 1 and 2 so you can see whether you can. You didn't do well on paper 1 and 2. It depends, if you get, I don't know if you're on higher, Yami, if you're on higher, there's more chances for you to boost. On foundation, you need quite a lot of marks. I can actually post what kind of marks they're expecting for this summer. And then you can have a look, how many marks do you think you got? Once I post paper 1 and 2 on YouTube, go and have a look and see if you got the most marks. Working out is really important, guys. Even if you're not sure how to finalizing, by doing all this working out that you can see here, you are making sure that you're not missing any marks, okay? And if you don't know this technique, we have the calculator tricks on our website, and it will help you to do these things quicker. This doesn't take more than a couple of seconds. Once you know it, you can unknow it. And it's useful if you have businesses as well, to know how many boxes you need. Okay? Great, guys. I have to go now. Anyone that needs a booster session, go on to the emergency. As soon as the payment comes through with your email address, you receive a link for you to book your session. If you're doing foundation or higher, you let us know on that booking session which paper you're doing, and you will be able to mark. okay? To book, sorry. Guys, I'll post the grades. I know some of you want to know. We have an average out around 50, I think 52 for grade 7, 56 for grade 8. So for on a higher for grade 7, you should have around 48, I would say, to be secure. But I'll check the most current details from Edexcel, and I'll check AQA for tomorrow. Okay? If you are on foundation, you need more marks for that. You need more marks. I would say to be safe, at least 62 marks per paper, but it depends. I'll bring you more information, guys, tomorrow. I think there's a lot of questions that you need for AQA. I am more acquainted with Edexcel. So I'll get both of them, what the examiners are looking for. Remember, it's always an estimate, it's not the real value, okay? So make sure you follow us. You'll see the details of what grade boundaries they're looking for. But then it's based on how many higher students are hitting the grade 9, and they'll look at the distribution, okay? Depending on the distribution is between that. Okay, guys. Really, really excited for you guys. One more paper and that's it. I'll stay a bit longer till the 24th, but it's for you guys to kind of tell me where you are and how many marks you think you are away, and to see how well you've done after you've done these live sessions, okay? Great. So I'll see you all tomorrow at 6:30, okay? Great.